Bad habits die hard. It's really hard to stop doing something that we do every day. But it has to mean that good habits die just as hard. Which means if we build healthy habits, we keep doing them for long enough, eventually we'll stick to them without even trying. Project 50 is going to be my tool for achieving this. So what is Project 50? There are 7 steps. Each you need to follow for 50 days. I believe if we manage to repeat these healthy routines day in, day out, we will less likely to skip after 50 days. It's going to be like learning something new. At first, it's terrifying, it's uncomfortable and hard, but the more we practice, the easier it becomes. Project 50 is not a health challenge, it's a mind challenge. It's about training our minds to do something even on the days when we want to skip or give up. It might not be for everyone. In all honesty, it's not even for me. So I tailored it to my personality. The first step is to wake up before 8 a.m. To be honest, I don't even remember the last time when I actually slept until 8 a.m. because I have always enjoyed waking up and going to bed early. Therefore, I changed this step to 5 a.m. to make it work for me. Achieving big results don't come from one action. It comes from putting in the effort day by day by day, even when we don't feel like it. There might be 10,000 steps ahead of us, but luckily we only need to focus on the next one each day. Just the next one, to eventually get to the end. Focusing on each step at the same time would be like cooking something and worrying about the last step before we even completed the first one. Or worrying about an exam 3 months from now before we even begin to study. Mastering routines can make us become really good at always focusing on the next best step and not listening to our excuses. My biggest 2023 resolution is nothing materialistic. It's becoming the most consistent in every area of my life as I possibly can. And I just hope that the rest of my goals will naturally follow. I've set goals many times in my life, probably a few times every year. And what has stopped me from taking action towards achieving them is fear. I was always paralyzed by other people's opinions, judgments, questioning my own capabilities, worrying about the future, playing every single possible scenario in my head, and having to cope with them without actually experiencing them. So I stopped myself from becoming who I wanted to become because I listened to the fear. I didn't do something because I was scared of failure. But how can we succeed if we never try? How can we learn if we never fail? How can we improve if we never experience the uncomfortable? So I decided to take action and let myself be number one. For the first time, probably ever. My dreams come first. Everything else comes second. Is that selfish? Maybe. But will I be able to serve others more if I achieve those goals? Definitely. I'm gonna put on a face mask. This is with aloe vera. I'm gonna clean my face properly. I love using this carbon theory soap, face soap. It's so good. I've been using it for 4 years. It's just the best product I've ever used. I used so many products because I had terrible skin a few years back and I was really desperate. I was looking for everything and this was the best for me. I'm gonna get some work done, and I have to make a voiceover, yay. And matcha time. Hi, hello, this is a trial. Hello, this is a trial. It works fine. I know 5 a.m. is early, but I've always been enjoying waking up earlier than everyone else. It brings a sort of calm state of mind. Oh my god, there's just no better feeling when you finish a video. I'm truly telling you, this is the highlight of any week when I finish a video and I can export it, and it feels so good. Just, you know, you have a vision and it comes to life, and it's just the best feeling. So now I'm actually very hungry, and it's 1:30, so I'm gonna have lunch. I don't have to cook because we have leftovers. That's so convenient. And then now I'm gonna make my vision board because 2023 is coming and I want to have a new vision board. I wrote down my goals already, and I will try to make a vision board out of my goals, and I always have them as my lock screen on my phone and my laptop, and that's just such a nice motivation every day. Anytime I look at it, just my subconscious mind unintentionally motivating me to get where I want to. Okay, so I'm having this pasta salad. Mia really wants some. Black olives and sun-dried tomatoes, broccoli, pumpkin seeds, tomatoes, pepper, and obviously the pasta, because it's a pasta salad. So maybe some of you noticed that my past videos were a bit better quality. It's because I have this camera. It's not mine, it's my boyfriend's, and he was so nice to lending it to me. I'm gonna be brokenhearted when I have to give it back, but for now I'm enjoying it so much. It's a new world. I'm full of inspiration ever since I have this. One of my favorite things about December is making my vision board. It's such an inspiring thing to do, and it's just, you know, helps you visualize that you can actually have something that is in your mind. This year I'm gonna dream big, and even if I don't achieve everything I put on the vision board, I think it's okay to set bigger goals, that you know that in this year it might not happen, but you still have the possibility. We need to dream big, because imagine that if you cannot dream big, how can we expect big things to happen? And I know that I'm far away from my dream life. If I'll ever get to that, I don't know. It doesn't mean that I cannot be fulfilled with what I have now, but I know what I'm working for and working toward. If you have a desire, don't let it stop you from starting because you think it's impossible, because you know it's impossible until it's done. So maybe it's impossible now, but it can be done by you. I'm gonna now go on Pinterest and start my vision board. I love this. I love it so much. Whee! I'm actually so happy how it turned out. Oh my god, and I feel like everything that I truly want is on there. I was a bit depressed a couple of days ago, like post-exam depression. I'm sure if you're studying, you know what I'm talking about. Life kind of seems pointless, or you feel like you didn't do anything. You were just freaking studying for months and what is the point, etc. But I'm out of that slump and I feel so inspired now, and I hope that by sharing this with you, you can get inspired as well. Now that my vision board is done, I will move on to my new skill. I will move on to the next step of the Project 50, which is dedicating 1 hour for a new skill. Now, I felt like I have 2 things I want to work on, which are skills that would be nice to develop further. One is stretching, because I never do enough stretching. I always stretch after my workout, but it's never enough. I don't feel that flexible anymore. And the other one is studying Spanish. I don't know if you know this, but in the future my plan is to move to Spain at one point. I really love the language. I already started learning Spanish, but I kind of stopped because I started my master's degree and I just didn't find the time, and bought a new book a year ago. It's huge and it's kind of from the beginner to intermediate Spanish, so I have 0 excuses to start it. And I'm using a website called Quizlet, where I put in my words and it makes flashcards out of it, so it's very easy to learn, and you can also download it on your phone. So that's what I'm gonna do. So I decided, instead of 1 hour of focusing on one single skill, I'm gonna focus 30 minutes on Spanish and 30 minutes stretching, and this way I have the best of both worlds. So let's dive into learning some Spanish. I am not who I think I am. I am not what you think I am. I am what I think you think I am. This is one of my favorite quotes. I used to study a lot to live up to everyone else's expectations. I used to want to get a great job because everyone had one. I used to want to get married because every princess got married in Disney. Being happy, however, is not really on the expectation list from society. I chased dreams for years that weren't even mine. I chased boys who I didn't even love as much because I was scared to be on my own. I chased good grades because everyone expected me to. So I slowly started to build a life that looked really good on the outside, but it wasn't the life I wanted. It was the life others wanted me to have. So I stopped completely. I started to focus on me. I tried finding myself again, figuring out what my actual dreams are. Who am I? What do I want to do with my life? Who do I want to be with? What makes me happy? And I finally starting to figure out who the hell I am. Or at least I'm trying. And the first time ever, I'm excited to wake up every day and work for the life I want. I'm excited to help myself become the best version of me. I'm excited to help others throughout my journey. This is just the beginning, just the first day. But without the first day, there will never be a second one. I know it's really hard to stop focusing on what others might think of you if you start something new. But meanwhile, they talk about how you're not enough to do something you are building, and they're just wasting their time judging you. So ultimately, you are winning. So you might as well just stop listening and take action. I know 2023 is going to be our year. It's the year when we can finally stop coming up with excuses why not to, and just do it anyway. It's the year when we get to take the first steps. I'm already so proud of you. And no matter what happens, remember, you can always, always start again.